So welcome back. So yesterday we managed to update some pull requests. So the Linux support pull request, the syslinux auto detection, and you know, this thing about secure boot supporting x64 and IA32. So this ones here, it was just a matter of just just fast forwarding, just using the latest commits, and this would be the one related to what we were discussing with Roland Clavos around this thing here. Okay, have I managed? No. Yeah, okay, 2 viewers, that's nice. So this is what we did yesterday. So right now I want to work on more stuff, and I'm not sure what I want to be working on. So let's take a look at my Rescatux folder. We should have something about, look at that, development notes, and down here we should have like an index of useful stuff, which is here. Look at that. Let me bookmark this. So yeah, so here this is the boot from UEFI serial not working. Then we were working on fixing the group menu so that it's nice according to the old theme configuration or whatever. Okay, so that's something that we were doing before, so we haven't finished this for what I understand. Okay, yeah, so here there's the live boot because of the live ID, which this is what I thought I was going to work on today, but apparently we haven't finished this thing about the group menu. So first of all, let's try. So there's this is live build. Let's try to go into a branch that it's a bit better than what we are working on right now. So there's this version 4 thing that I have pushed. So we have all of this, and now I'm not very sure what I'm trying to do here. So we should have wait a moment, secure boot around. So regarding live build, I think, okay, so I think Docker secure boot more debugging. Yeah, because I was trying to understand. So I think this dev 3. I think this is the top. Oh wait, 2019, but this is from right now. So I guess that I want to be working on this stuff. Wait a moment. So the problem is that I have already worked on this B4, secure boot x64 and IA32 B4, which has some changes, and this is the first commit of all of these changes. So I would need to port all of this to our Docker stuff. So our Docker stuff is, according to me, this one here. So yeah, look at that, boot EFI whatever. So this comes from here. syslinux arc auto detection dev 3. So this is where we want to be working on. So let's see if I can manage to do this properly. So bear with me. Once we have managed to do the live build stuff more or less with something that we want, that we like. So this is bookworm, Docker syslinux. I wish I could copy the branch, but it's not as easy. So this is dev 3. So from here, what I want to do is I want to create a new bookworm. Look at that, bookworm Docker secure boot both x64 and IA32 dev 04, which does not exist for now. Okay, so now if I go here and I update all of this, if I take a look at this before, which is you know, what we have sent upstream, we should be able to take all of these commits from here to here and put them onto our new created version 4, which is bookworm dev. Here it is, bookworm Docker secure boot path whatever. Okay, so let's do it. Hopefully we don't have any problem with any of this. Where's this guy? Bookworm, here it is. So bookworm, here it is. Nice. I mean, this is supposed to be squashed into a one commit, into a single commit, but for now we're going to have everything with several commits, because that's what we are pushing there. So, and here now we have this version 4 for the Docker whatever, so it's here. Nice. And finally, this is the latest commit. So bookworm Docker dev 4, and that's it. Now we can update everything, and we are going to see how this Docker bookworm whatever, it's here. So yeah, look at that. So we had this Docker whatever, and now we have this thing. I mean, we are not actually working. This is from the 7th July snapshot master. I mean, one of these days we will have to apply everything from there, but for now I guess that we are fine with what we have right now. So this is our top. Okay, this is our top. So let's see if I remember how all of this was working originally. So here we are supposed to be using a Docker. So this Docker stuff is to be found on the Rescatux repo. So this is the documentation, this is the live build repo, and here we should have the Rescatux repo, okay, where we have an explanation on this is not it. So in the live build repo, which I'm going to create again, so as this is the Docker, you've got here some explanation how to build everything. I mean, it should be here nevertheless. Let me check. We should have a development. Okay, so from Rescatux repo, we've got the development file, which I have just opened here. Let's move it to the left, and we should have this thing about creating a new Docker file or whatever. So we are supposed to be able to create this, because I think that this Rescatux manual builder image is here. So once we are here, we are going to just copy and paste this, and wait a moment, is it? No, this is not it. This is what you want to do when you want to build Rescatux. However, what we want to do right now is we want to build the fucking live build. So this should have a live build thing. Maybe this one here should have instructions on how. Yeah, okay, here it is. Docker build, Docker run. So this is how you build. This is how you build the live build stuff. So let's go here. Let's create this Docker, and if everything goes well, I should be. Why the hell is this? If everything goes well, we should be able to build this thing thanks to this command that we have here. But before doing that, I should make sure that this has the same stuff as. So right now, as the current branch that we want to be working on. So right now, what we actually do is you fetch. I should document this, but anyways, I should fetch this specific branch. Okay, look at that. Then I check out this branch here, and once I check out this branch, I should be able to reset hard one single commit and fetch origin. Hit pull origin and get the latest stuff from here. Here it is. Once you have all of this, this is the way we update this stuff. Once you have all of this, we are able to build a package and to copy it in a file here on this live build release, which is mapped to something. So when we run this live build release is mapped to this live build release, which is later on used by the Rescatux stuff. So that's what it is. So this is building live build, and the dev package is going to be copied in a package. Live build is emitted. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now we should be working with the Rescatux repo in order to build the image. So here's the repo. The repo is on group theme dev1, and so I open a new tab, and here I can work with our Docker. So I can just use this thing here in order to create the Docker build. That's something that I didn't do the other times because I just reused what I had here. So once again, what you want to be doing here is you want to fetch origin, whatever branch you are targeting, which is this one here. So let's do it. So we get it, we check out this branch here, and then we say something like, okay, let's remove the latest commit, and now give me my latest commit from here, and now we can build this thing. Okay, that's it. So in addition to all of this, we have this secure boot VM stuff which we should be using in order to build these things. So hopefully we can say something like this: start. So what I want to be testing is the okay, CD-ROM. What I want to be testing is the usual VM without any special stuff. So here there is the secure boot stuff, and actually there's a USB, yeah, secure boot, and the ISO that I want to be testing is the ISO that which is here. So actually is Rescatux release, Rescatux release, whatever, and whatever.iso. So maybe I can do something like this. Let me check if this exists. Yes, it does. So I can use this thing here. Wait a second here. And as I want this, I can do something like this. So now we can press ask in this place, boot manager, and we try to boot CD-ROM, which is here, DVD-ROM, and here it is. So this is whatever it has been built from Rescatux, and as you can see, this is not very good because it's not in the right place. And there's this thing about not being able to rename Rescatux instead of live system here, but anyway. So now we can focus on this group stuff. Okay, so I can open here, hit G, so that we can see all of the commits more or less. So now we have this Rescatux stuff. So look at that, what we have right now. Yeah, we have some stuff. So Rescatux group theme here. These commits need to be moved out of the way so that everything here is the same stuff. So this is the group theme which we have made to match whatever we had. This is it, and this is it. So the question is, do we actually have this fixed or not? Do we have 4 in here or not? So that's something that we are going to put into here. We're going to take a quick look at what we have on the CD-ROM, and if needed we are going to build the ISO again. That way you are going to see how we build the ISO again. So we have lost one viewer. New Linux questions are welcome. Okay, so the full settings, yeah. So everyone clicks on yes. That's why keyboard and mouse. So keyboard layout, and I add here Spanish, Windows, whatever. So I remove this, close apply. So I want to check real quick. So this was SR0 because we are not booting from somewhere else. So in here, we should have the boot group stuff. So in theme, theme.cfg, group live theme, okay, live theme.txt. Here we have unifont regular whatever. Let me check if this makes sense. 1 second. Rescatux. So the changes that we are doing here is around line 727. I need something that shows me different lines, so there's a way of showing line numbers here. So look at that. Here we have 14 and 14 on the ISO. So that means that we have already done this change. So yeah, we are supposed to be doing more changes into this file, so that when you boot this thing, thanks to reset, this works as intended. So boot manager, db-rom. Here you can see how this is missing here. So I need to check whatever we had here. So this is Rescatux, okay. We should have another repo which is the 074 snapshot. And so in theory there should be something like this theme here. So that's something that we actually want to fix. Let me see. So I'm going to create this thing here. So live config bootload script pc live theme. So I'm going to try to compare this theme to whatever you had. Wait a moment, I'm not sure how many of these do we need to have. Maybe one more. I'm not sure about this. Okay, so Rescatux 074 snapshot, live config bootloaders group pc live theme. So let's take a look and see if there is any difference, because I'm not sure how we did this. So you can see on the right where there are some differences, but at the same time it's the same thing. So top 20 I put so this top 20 I put it here. I also modify UEFI boot center whatever, but the change is that this is unifont regular 16 instead of Debian, and that's what we need to be changing here, so that everything matches whatever we have here. So let me edit this thing real quick and let's see what I'm supposed to be doing so that everything is the same way we had back in the day. Let's see how everything goes on. So this should be a Deja Vu sans. Title font, this should be a Deja Vu sans bold. 16. That's what we had originally. Okay, and then in line 27 that we have this unifont regular whatever. Here we also have this deja vu sensible thing with 14. So apparently, whatever the reason is, we have this thing here, deja vu sense bold and deja vu sense bold. And the same thing happens here, but without the bold. So here there was not a bold, and here there's a bold, and whatever. And I think that's the only thing that was meant to be changed. You know what I mean? There's the only change that we haven't done yet. So let me check how all of this looks like here. So right now you can see how, let me see, title font now is deja vu sans bold, nice, with 16. Then this thing here, it's actually the item font is deja vu sans bold 14, and selected item is the same thing. Yeah, and the font later on is deja vu sans regular 14. Yeah, this is 14. Let me fix this. So this is 14. So it's changed from 16, which is what we have right now, to 14, which is what, yeah. So right now, I mean, I could use compare, but that's what yeah, makes sense right now. So right now I'm going to add this thing here, and I'm going to say that this is number 5, and that's it. Later on we will squash whatever we need to be doing here, but right now you just do number 5. Okay, once we have number 5 here, we should be able to reset this thing, so that if you take a look here, we have right number 5, and we can build this thing again. So in order to build, I mean, we could try to make this faster in order to build only the binary stuff, but I don't want to fight right now with all of this. So the only thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to build this thing. So in order to do so, the first thing we need to do is to install this thing here, okay, which is the live build packages stuff, so that we are using our latest live build stuff. This is very important, so that then when we build the stuff, we are using the actual live build that we are looking for. And finally we can do make Rescatux, which will build, this will be building the ISO properly from scratch. As I say, there are better ways to test this thing, but I don't want to. And there's the ISO before any of these changes. Hopefully everything goes inside of this, although what I want to do is to have this live system thing out of a group, so that you can modify it if needed. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, so now we are building this stuff so that hopefully this is going to work as expected. Then we are going to squash everything. We're going to have our, you know, our stuff related to all of this, and we are going to be able to keep going to work with Lifeboot, so that yeah. Man, this is something that I can ask. Look at that. Some DevConf attendees for Gift Strike and some blame Microsoft Windows. Oh. Some ideas could be from Okay. Core architecture of Windows leads to malware, spyware, and driver instability. Okay. The article notes that CrowdStrike is one of this year's top sponsors of the conference. We are here to give you free stuff. Conference didn't look visibly. I just thought it would be dead, honestly. I thought it would be slower over here. Obviously, people are still fans, right? Science, thesis, slam the physics. Okay, this has been hacked. Terraforming Mars could be easier than scientists thought. Okay. How do you want to terraform Mars then? Dust. Yeah. Using the iron, aluminum, and dust to manufacture 9 micrometer long rods, about 20. They absorb infrared radiation. Okay. Okay. Samsung's new EV battery tech, 600-mile range and 10 minutes charges. That's something that you want to have for 1,000 kilometers, 10 minutes. That's what I would buy a car if it doesn't catch fire, of course. Huh. Hopefully that's true. Oh, America, FBI, sabotage, whatever. North Korean. Okay, so antitrust stuff. A new report finds Boeing's rockets are built with an unqualified workforce. I mean, it makes sense for what we have said about Boeing. So, for what we have heard about Boeing, you know, Boeing airplanes manufacturer, it makes sense. Yeah. Cannibal AI without mad cow disease. with AIs that are reading from other AIs. Yeah, we already thought that this was going to happen. Fake plastic loans, apparently responsible. What the hell is this? Loans, turf. The official turf can reach 150 degrees or higher. This is fucking grass, isn't it? Let me search. Yeah, it's fucking grass, which is not real. Yeah, look at that, forever chemicals. What? Why would you do that? Poor sea lions. Okay. Anyway, let's see how the build is going on. It's still going on. So we can try to work on the liveboot stuff. May not work, but try to read what we have. So where's the fucking, so this is the old stuff that we had done in order to build Rescatux. Okay, so sys Linux with auto detection, Linux, and here's this thing about live ID. So here there's the stuff here. So the first thing we do is we remove this stuff which was already commented out. Live generate UID stuff. Then we generate a UID file. So this is what I did here. So the UID. So so here's the UID file, which you can this is auto generated. You can see here how here there is a new step, which is a binary UID, which is added here just after the group PC and before the loopback CFG, because this is something that is used from here. So basically what you actually do is you get the dir name of this LPUID file. Yeah, look at that. So the thing is that, you know, we've got this UID seed, which is everything everything put into here, everything appended here with all of these settings. And then finally you do a hash, random hash, then you convert everything into capital letters, and then you put everything into different directories, which then are meshed, are squashed together into the same directory, and then you have the file with the latest bit, which is this one here, file 4. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing exactly the same thing again by using all of this in order to identify a ISO. Maybe it's much better to just use a date. So I don't know. So this is something that I want to be talking with the reproducibility guy. So once we have all of this, there's this boot append thing. So the same way we had, let me take a look at here. So here there's the add select support, which is only one commit. You're going to see that we are modifying here elbow append live, and we are adding our Linux and 4 CMD line thing, which is this thing here. Okay, look at that. So the question, so the same way we are adding here a custom CMD line for the kernel so that this works as expected. Okay, the same way we do this, we actually want to do the same thing here on wait a moment, we were here, we want to do the same thing here. So this is the false.sh and the Linux, it's doing it in configuration.sh. So we need to do that stuff, but in configuration.sh. Now that we have find out where the hell is this supposed to be going on, so that's something that we need to do here. Okay, and let's go back here. Yeah, so here we're going to have this new stuff, which is basically we add live ID slash and then the live UID file, which has all of this here. Look at that, we have all of this in there. Okay, so then what we do is the minimal group.cfg, which is inside of the binary group EFI. Instead of searching for live BN Linux, we're going to search for the live ID, which is what you are supposed to be doing here. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be doing this thing. And this is the secure boot stuff, which we don't care. So we want to be working on this 4 commits. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if this needs to be squashed or not, but we remove UID implementation, we generate the public UID, and when we update this thing. So this is what we need to be working on the Rescatux side, so that this works as expected. So hopefully the build does not take too much longer, and we can test if this thing works as expected. And another thing I should say, so this is live build. Okay, so in addition to live build repo, we have the live boot repo, which also have some commits around here, and I'm going to show to you what the hell do we have here. So here we have I think it was this one here. So the master is whatever they have in master. I mean, it's actually not updated with 2018. I have this live ID stuff, and yeah, so this is whatever I had to be using in my own package, so that this was built properly. Although right now I think that it's not actually needed, but I'm not sure about this. Anyway, so here you have the add live ID parameter, and this is what look at that. So using live ID whatever will enable live boot to find the correct media to boot. So first of all, in CMD line old, we are adding a new parameter to be read, which is going to be live ID. So live ID equals anything, it's going to be saved onto live ID variable. This is the first step. Just read whatever we have received thanks to the to to the kernel, to the boot parameter. And this thing here is just removing the old UID stuff and then working with UID. So we are going to try, this is what it was doing originally, so .disk live UID, and here you just check for this UID such a way that, I mean, there is something. Wait a moment, live ID. So I guess that if I check this thing side by side, it's going to be much easier to read. So as I was saying, basically what we do here is to check the live ID stuff that we set here. So if it's set, then it means that we can check this and we know if we are in the right place or not. Otherwise we just use the old code. You know what I mean? Which is the old code, and that's it. So this is something that we will have to port to whatever live boot has right now in the very you know, the very future, because this was from 2019, 2018, and this has changed a lot. So hopefully this does not take too long to build, and we can work on that too. I mean, I could actually have different what's the fucking name, work trees, build one thing and work in another thing at the same time, but you know, I don't want to mess around with too many things at the same time, although maybe that's what you are supposed to be doing nowadays. So I'm gonna show all that. Yeah. Okay, I think we are at the very end because this is generating the kernel and so on, but I'm not very sure about this. Do I have? No, I don't have any. Let's open the fucking Thunderbird so that I can check if there's anything that it's useful in any of this. Bullseye becoming LTS next Thursday. So there's Laura Arjona Reina, which works on the web page place. Okay, so now CSTD stuff. I mean, if I use CSTD, I could use something else instead of that, but that I don't care. Maybe we have to wait a bit more. I don't know. Yeah, so hopefully this does not take too long, I mean, and we can test the group stuff, and we can redo everything in a new. Okay, so live boot is not very difficult to implement. The only thing that it's difficult is to convince that this is a good thing to have in live build stuff. And this is turned on by default because it's a good thing, but you know, I mean, if you don't have that, you don't need to. Because I mean, is Roland Clavos the one from what's the fucking Roland Clavos? Is this guy the one from Representative Builds or not? How can we find out if Clavos is this guy? Yeah, look at that. Roland Clavos, whatever. So I'm sure Debian reproducible builds, devconf talk. I mean, why is this in Spanish? Look at that. Holger Lepsen. Yeah, it tells me something. Holger Lepsen. Yeah. Reproducible builds for Bullseye, Bookmore, and beyond. Yeah, so this is not Clavos. So I'm not sure who the hell do I have to tag. Yeah. Oh my god, it's still building Squash FS, so it's going to take a while. So everything in here, in the place where we create this, you know, here we create the binary UID. Where the hell is this? The false.sh. This is a place where we have all of this data, and we are, you know, creating this. This is something that you can have. I mean, the only thing that we don't have here is the date, which we should be using a fake date thing, thanks to whatever reproducible stuff there is here. So maybe one way of checking this stuff is just checking, you know, whatever we have right now is the latest stuff. So this is the master whatever, and now we can go down and search reproducible stuff. Maybe we can write repro and look at that. Reproducible install info. This fixes the last non-reproducible file for KDE, bookworm. Install info has a stable sort with when a new section is started. New version not written has been fixed. The packet file data does not need okay. Reproducible install info. So they have some hooks here that's the what the hell I'm supposed to be doing with this. So these are hooks. What the hell is doing this thing? I thought that reproducible stuff was done by removing, you know, dates from tars and something like that, so I'm not very sure. Reproducible VLC. So apparently they have hooks to fix some stuff. So don't run if VLC is not installed. Okay. Don't run if this. Install this other reps removal at the end. Use this thing. What? This is not what I was hoping. Look at that. Use CP minus A. Okay, so that way you copy everything. Luca Vacassi. Okay, so probably Luca Vacassi works on this stuff. Luca Vacassi. Maybe I can highlight him, even if it's this 2021. Luca Vacassi. Okay. Let's see what else they are doing here. Okay, look at that. Source. So here we have sort by name, which apparently it's much better than whatever. And here source that date epoch touch. Okay, so when you do attach, you are supposed to have this source that epoch stuff instead of what we are doing. Although this is done on rebuild.sh, is not being done on somewhere else, so I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Remove unneeded cache file from upstream. Test rebuild.sh. To have so you touch this as yeah. So what this is doing is running rebuild.sh and hope that everything is okay. If it's not everything is okay, then it means that it's not reproducible. Yeah, that makes sense. It doesn't ensure that everything comes from the same source code or whatever, but it's much better than whatever. Renumber, okay, we don't care about this. Build from Debian. Use latest snapshot. Look at that. Snapshot timestamp, whatever, latest. This date is, what the hell is this date thing? This date, oh my god. So probably there's somewhere where this date variable is being set that I have no idea about it. Allow during bootstrap. Maybe I should press down here. Okay. So I don't know. Let's see how the build is going on. Okay. So build completely successfully. Now we can actually test this new build and see what the hell happens with the you know, with the group. Okay, so now we are supposed to be having different stuff. What's going on here? Have they managed to do this wrongly? What's the problem here? I mean, I have done so the full settings, yes. Let me change the keyboard and mouse just in case, but then don't have to change my mind for this to work. Apply close. So mount S is 0, RAM life medium. Boot group. Yeah, so further path live theme thing. Now we should have, wait a moment, what's going on here? Let me check if this is what it's supposed to be being here. So live build. Live build. Wait a moment. Live build. Now this is in Rescatux. So Rescatux. They should have number 5. So number 5. Okay. Let me check. Title font should be the Shabu Sans Bold. That's right. Item font should be the Shabu Sans Bold 14. Selected item also the same thing, and this one the same thing, and this doesn't work as expected. Is it because the latest time okay. I don't know. What the hell? Okay, so this is not working as expected. So what I'm not very sure if this is something related to how you know, press ask DVD-ROM. I mean, maybe this kernel here was not originally here, and that's why we are not seeing this stuff properly. Or maybe I'm not using the right, maybe I'm supposed to have the Deshabu font in here, but I'm not having it here, and I should just be using something else instead of this. So just making the fonts smaller and smaller so that it fits all stuff, all this stuff fits here. But this is something that we fixed. Yeah, this is something that we fixed in here. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have this problem if I could customize this thing, thanks to having customized CFG stuff. But that's not how it works. That's not how it works. So yeah, so I'm gonna show any of this. In any case, if I want to test this more fast, I need to be able to build this thing much better, much faster, thanks to whatever it's needed to use all of this. So I should be forcing some stuff around here so that I can use whatever theme it's needed here. Yeah, unless somehow, no, because the file is going to the ISO. So the problem is that we cannot modify a theme online. So it's not like it's something easy to do with commands or whatever. So I'm not sure how to do this properly, if I'm being honest. Because we need to modify the live config directory from here, I mean from the live build directory. And yeah, so we would be in the live build, and here in live build we would modify the bootloader's stuff, which is in live config. So here in bootloaders you would modify whatever you want. So you would copy this manually here, and then you would build from here and whatnot. Yeah, so group PC. So it's live theme, unless this theme here, no, live theme. I mean, nano. Oh my god, we don't have. Let's create here. Let's install Beam here, even if it's not actually needed for what we want to do. Yeah, Beam. So here we actually want to modify this thing, and timeout notification now long. Is this something that I'm supposed to be changing manually myself? I don't know. So Debian sans should be unifont regular, isn't it? I mean, Debian sans bold. I mean, let's make the change on here, which I think I have already opened somewhere. So basically what I'm going to do, terminal font, message font, pros. Maybe this is no longer using item font and it's using the one on the top. But I'm not sure what to do here, if I'm being honest. So let's, I mean, I could actually revert the last commit. Maybe it's going to be much easier to implement than whatever we have right now. So the latest commit was doing this thing. So let's revert it, so that let's revert this commit here. Okay. And what about number 4? Number 4, yeah, is just put in the stuff smaller. So now we have reverted number 5, and now we're going to see what the hell do we want to do here. So theme, it has been updated, so we've got everything like Unifont. And so what we actually want to do, maybe, I mean, the item font, select item font, this should be height, padding, spacing, item spacing, progress bar. So progress bar, we shouldn't be worrying about progress bar. We should be checking. So label, this is okay, I guess. I mean, number 5, we changed this with Deja Vu Sans Bold, which right now is this. Do we like how do we like how UEFI boot is shown here? Yes, we like it. So there's no need to change that. So I guess that I can change the label stuff so that it's whatever we had. Wait, uniform regular. So this is 17. So this has not been changed. So there's no need to change this thing here. And so the only thing we want to change is the boot menu stuffs, because it doesn't fit properly in here. So height is this thing here, width is 80%. Width, maybe the width is what is doing this stuff. Height and the width is 80%. I wonder if, I mean, because right now I mean, the problem is that I'm going to, yeah, okay, let me see. The problem here, it's always the same one. I mean, this thing, this highlighted entry could be down there instead of here. Now that I think about it, because I'm not seeing anything here. So let me try to fix this real quick. So height, width, top, whatever. What the hell is this? Top 100 minus 80. So you want 40 maybe. Height is 16. What the hell is this 80 stuff? Is this pixels? It is, isn't it? So you want maybe this thing to be like this, 40. Let's save this thing and let's see how it looks like. So this would be number 6. Hit commit number 6. Okay. I need to be able to test this stuff real quick instead of what we have. So my main problem is that when I'm testing the virtual machine, I mean, in addition to make this to build much faster, my main problem is that this is too big, and I could just write here Rescatux instead of live system, and that's something that you might want to change. I mean, yes, it says Rescatux and that this is a live system. Yes, it's a live system, but fucking I don't want to have this so big. So what we want to do is on the bottom menu, the item font, item height is 16. Wait, are these pixels? Is this what makes item spacing 4? Is it maybe this thing is 4 between one and the other? No, because this is in space. Maybe these are for, I don't know, because the font should do it. So what I want to test is Unifont 12, isn't it? Instead of 14, we want 12 so that everything fits in here. That's what I think we were doing originally. But although 14 at 12 font, it's going to be very small font, but we need to fucking test this to see how it looks like. So it would be something like this. Okay. Oh, sorry. Something like this. So right now we can have hit diff, and this would be number 7. Okay, so inside of the Docker we go on to Rescatux build. We can reset this thing and get the latest commit. So here we have the latest commit, and we can manually copy live config bootloaders group PC live theme.txt. We can copy this onto live build, which is what we use to build the stuff. Config bootloaders group PC live theme.txt. Okay, and once we do that, we can go into live build and ask some stuff, which would be, what the hell are you using in order to do this group PC? So group PC stuff, which is being used in order to build the ISO, is being used somewhere, but I'm not sure where the hell is this being used. So maybe it's the group. Okay, let me check real quick if there's anything related to theme.txt. Binary bootloader splash. What the hell is this doing exactly? Binary bootloader splash. So look at that date, then you've got this source stage epoch thing. What the hell is this? So this is everything that is being changed in here, and the theme. The question is, are we copying the theme somewhere? changing the title text to something else for the fallback image. I'm not sure this is what I want to redo. Maybe I just want to redo whatever copies from bootloaders, and maybe that's another of this binary syslinux binary group CFG. Look at that, it's copying everything from group PC, so that's binary group CFG, the one I want to use. So it's something, so what I want to do here is sudo lb what's the fucking name for this thing, binary group CFG. Okay, so binary group CFG, so it's going to say that it's already done. Let's force this thing, and let's take a look at what the hell does this thing, just in case. It's just, so bootloaders. Why isn't it bootloaders in here? Group PC. What's the fucking, wait a moment. Okay, this is not the file I wanted to open. I want to open this one here. Okay, so here you have bootloaders. So if live build does not exist, copy this thing, otherwise copy from. If live build does not exist, if live build is not, hopefully this is going to work as I wanted to be working on, because I'm not very sure. And then the latest thing you want to do is binary ISO, isn't it? Binary ISO, which should have everything. Maybe we want to do the I don't know. Okay, so this has this live image hybrid ISO, which I can put somewhere. Let me check real quick. There was a way of copying this stuff into here. Rescatux released quick test ISO. Yeah, this is the one I want to be doing. Where's the fucking quick test? Rescatux release. Yeah, that's a very good question. So it's Rescatux release in here, isn't it? So quick test ISO. So now here I should be able to do this quick test. Is it in here maybe? Here you are. So hopefully this will boot somehow, and it has. Okay, look at that. This is down here, so we have managed for this to be working properly. But as you can see here, if we have 12, there is no difference. So I'm a bit confused about this. Let me test this thing. Why can't we have this unifont? Maybe it's not called unifont anymore, and it's called Unicode, and that's why I'm not able to work with this. Damn it. So Let me check that actually I'm having the latest one of them. Sorry. What the hell is this? Synaptic keyboard and mouse, keyboard layout, Spanish Windows. Remove, apply, close, whatever. So mount, grab SR0, run live medium. Okay. And so here we want to see whatever is in theme, live theme, this thing here. You can see how here we have 12 and it's not doing anything. Why? I mean, this thing here is doing this its stuff thanks to the timeout is -40 instead of -80, but the Unifont thing here, it's like you're supposed to be using Unicode instead of Unifont. But how I'm supposed to be knowing if it's Unifont instead of this is very confusing to me. Reboot, yes. So press enter, whatever. Boot manager. Okay, look at that. This is very nice down here. I mean, I would put this more to the top, like 60. But I don't know. Yeah, I would put 60 here. I think this is not the right font. Wait, I didn't want to do this. So we had 80, we have put 40. Let's put where's the fucking theme? Let's put here 60, which is very nice to have. Yeah, okay, so hit div. So it was, let's add this. This is number 8. I mean, actually the fonts, can we what is there anything related to fonts? Help. Let me check if there's anything related to fonts. Maybe with this secure boot one there's no font, but load font file. Okay, so we need to have a file in order to the font to be loaded. Yeah, load font. Yeah, so this might be the same thing I had in supergroup this, supergroup those, supergroup 2 disk. Yeah, where we had this font. Let me, what's the fucking, okay, so CD, because this is CD-ROM. Where is the fucking font? In here. Unicode BF2. It's not Unifont, it's Unicode. So if you go onto supergroup disk, you can find some commits related to this stuff. So if I go to the code, which right now is in the master branch, and we find something related to how everything it's been done. Next. Yeah, okay, look at that. Make sure to install this so that Unicode PF2 can be used. I mean, we already have Unicode PF2 on the ISO, so the only difference is that I think whatever comes on the ISO, let me find out, maybe menus. So maybe in this group.cfg we can find out, okay, main, where the hell is that? Main.cfg, we can find out L load found. Look at that. Here we do a load found Unicode. We are not. Okay, so if you blame this thing, you can see how this has been refactored. So originally this was loading Unifound, and now this is load found Unicode, and I'm pretty sure yeah, this is some stuff. I'm pretty sure that the, you know what I mean, that the problem is that we are not doing load found Unicode because on the theme is Unifound instead of Unicode, which is whatever is used right now. So I'm not sure when this is being changed, but this needs to be fixed for you know, for whatever. And maybe maybe we change this to Unicode, we're going to have some differences. Yeah, okay, so Unicode. Actually, if I do something like load found Unifound, oh, look at that, Unicode. So Unicode, there's no difference unless I try to config file this thing again. Maybe I'm supposed to do that. Something like config file cd boot group cfg, something like this. Same thing here. Yeah. So apparently Unifound is being loaded, but I think that the theme should be using Unifound instead of Unicode instead of Unifound. So load found Unifound, it's not doing anything. It should be doing Unicode. And let's try to fix this. So unless the Unifound is not called Unifound, instead it's called Unicode. I mean, I don't know if this is the right way of doing this. We are going to just test this. So this is Unicode, okay? Let's suppose that this is the way of fixing this. Let's go with it, because I don't want to be working with all of this. And the other thing I want to check is this live config bootloader script bc theme.cfg. Okay, so I mean, this is working because we are getting the thing that goes up and down, the timeout, so this is working, but we're going to see. So hit diff, we have this stuff. So let's add this and let's have a 9 commit. Okay. yeah, so this is down here. Now in the Docker we can reset this thing, get the latest commit, and we can copy this theme onto the right place. Here, sorry, and then we can go in live build. We can run this thing again and run binary ISO again. We should help us to build this thing properly without too much hassle. Once we have this, we can copy this into the right place. So let me find out. So this live hybrid thing, we can copy it on quick test ISO, which is the one that we are going to test here. And hopefully this is going to be different. Yeah, okay, so the 60 stuff, so we want something between 60 and 40, so it's going to be 50. So we can change that and see what's the fucking one that so we want downwards, so we don't want to remove so much, so this is going to be 50. Okay, so once again, diff, this is at, this is number 10. Yeah, so down here, I mean no, yeah, live build, we can reset and pull. This should have number 10. Now I should be able to copy this thing into here. Okay, and once we have done that, we can yeah, create this thing. I mean, at least we will be able to binary ISO. We will be able to test this thing about where the hell do we put the timeout stuff on the theme. Okay, so no one on the chat. So secure boot, and let's test this thing. Boot manager, dbd run. Wait a moment. I think I have fetched this thing. Wait a moment. What the hell is going on here? Okay, let me cut this thing real quick to see what the hell is going on here. Where's the live theme? Is this 60 and I have requested 50, so this is not it. Wait a moment, so I have requested 50. Maybe I haven't copied the right thing on the right place. Live config. Yeah, I mean, I have done this from here, isn't it? Live config. So live build. wait a minute. So I have built the ISO. Yeah, that's right. The only thing I haven't done, if I'm not mistaken, is that I haven't copied the ISO into the right place, and that's why. So I haven't copied this thing. That's why I'm just checking the old quick test. Hopefully now this is the. That's why I prefer to have some scripts to do this so that we don't mess up. Okay, now this is more or less where I want it to be. So 55, maybe it's the right thing to have. In any case, here you can see how it has the same fonts, whatever. There's something that we are doing wrong, I think. So 55 would be a bit downwards, isn't it? So let's do 55, and hopefully this would be good enough for us. So hit diff, hit add. This is 11. Now here on the Docker we can say something like reset and pull where live build, where I can copy live config in here, and then we can run this thing, and then copy the ISO. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing in order to be able to change the different the theme stuff. I mean, why isn't it smaller? And this should be copying this thing here, and now once we have all of this, so boot manager dbd-rom. Okay. Await. I mean 60, 55, it's more than 50, isn't it? Wait a moment. This is not, I haven't done this right, isn't it? Or what? Wait a second. What's the latest change that we have done? Yeah, so I want 45. I don't want to go up, I want to go down. So this is 45. Yeah, I have done this wrong. Oh my god. I'm not doing stuff right. So 45. Okay, so commit 12. So we can go down, we can reset and get this thing again, which will have the latest commit. We can copy this thing here, then we go to live build and we force this thing, and we force the binary ISO so that we can copy the ISO into the right place, and we can test it right, so that we can test this thing real quick. We can maybe the problem is that the font is not being loaded, and that way we cannot test it. So now we should be able to copy the ISO into the right place, and once we have done that, we can test this thing again. And so you can ask New Linux questions. I'm seeing that there's someone watching here. Okay, now this is perfect. This is what I want it to be. 45. The highlighted entry will be executed automatically in 60 seconds. what I want to be able to do is to make this smaller, and this is a problem because I'm not sure what I'm missing here. Let me check group.cfg. Let's turn on patcher here. So there's this config.cfg that is turned on. Then you've got menu entry, whatever. Alternate, hotkey. So apparently there's a config thing. Hopefully here, look at that. So the font is Unicode PF2. And this might be the problem here. This might be the problem here. Unicode PF2. Okay, let's try again. Unicode. So if I go into prefix, what the hell is in here? We don't have a prefix. Wait a moment. Echo prefix. Okay. Yeah, so apparently, I don't know. So if we go into boot group thing, Unicode, look at that, it's Unicode PF2 and Unicode, and this is waiting for Unicode. 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 Okay, so this is the right thing to have here, Unicode. Why the hell? So the theme stuff is setting the theme to this thing. Wait a moment, I can have several of them and change them from the I mean, I would have to copy some stuff here and there so that this works, but I could have several of them and try to change them manually, I hope. But the thing is that I have already changed the font size of any of these and it doesn't work unless I'm supposed to be using. How do I know which font is the one I want to be using? Maybe I should try to use Debian and see what the hell is being used in Debian. So you know what I mean. Debian, when you create a new Debian CFG for group, you are going to have some themes, isn't it? So hopefully there, it bookworm stuff, it's being done properly and we can change whatever we want from there. So how the hell do we do this? Do I install Debian in a virtual machine? I mean, I already have a Debian stuff in here, isn't it, in this virtual machine? Let me check real quick. So in theory here with QM3 I should be able to put into Debian. I don't remember very well if it's GPT-3 or the other one. I mean, I should have. So it's GPT-2. CPT2. So I want to put this thing here, and hopefully this is bookworm. Otherwise, we're going to update to bookworm. Okay, so this is Debian 11. Okay. So let me. I mean, actually, I'm supposed to have in a port so that we can check all of this much better. Do we have a theme in here that we are actually using? Oh my god. Theme. No. Do we have a txt? Why don't we have a theme in here? I want the fucking theme here so that it's nice and so on. Fonts. Look at that. Fonts. Wait a minute. Here in the fonts directory there's a Unicode pf2 which is the same thing here in boot group. So I'm wondering if I need to have Unicode pf2 on the boot group font directory so that this is actually used because of reasons. So is there anything theme? So look at that. So group.cft, we have the theme stuff, which is number 5. It only has this stuff related to. So probably there's the Debian theme thing. Sorry, has more stuff. So if this Ubuntu do this stuff, look at that. Set background image. Yeah, so apparently it generates whatever it needs. Look at that. There are some backgrounds here. So this only works if desktop base is available, because it's going to have this group background.sh, which is going to create whatever. And if I'm not mistaken, this should have some theme, self default theme. Set theme. This does not seem like set default theme empty. Use the default theme. Yeah. If all of the above fails, then use the source default theme. What the hell? So are we going to install the desktop base thing so that we have a where's the fucking default base? It was something about desktop base. It's a desktop base. Yeah, I know that it's not installed, but okay. Show non-installed package files. I mean, I could actually go here and see what the hell is this desktop base thing, but the problem is that this might be a fucking meta package or something like that. So I'm not sure that this list of files. Okay, now it seems to work. Do we have? Oh, look at that! Emerald theme group group background.sh. Group background. Maybe this generates a group theme something. That's interesting. Theme.txt, it's in here. What the hell? Debian theme. Let's install this stuff. Why not? Hopefully it's not going to install something else. Font config, whatever. Yeah, let's go with it and let's see what happens with the group stuff. Hopefully this has some internet. Yes, it has. I need to update this thing real quick. Damn it. Okay. I should probably connect by SSH thanks to something. Hasn't tried to install. Wait, no space? Why? Why the hell we don't have look? What the hell happens here? Why do we have so many, not so much space? Okay, hopefully with this it's going to be good enough for what I want to install. I mean, this has not been. Hopefully this is good enough. So once you do all of this, maybe we can use this to change the theme in the virtual machine. Just quick boot and see if there is any change, so that we can understand how to fix this. Although this thing should be updated too. There's no space. There's no space. Why? What the hell do I have installed here so that we don't have any space with 2 gigabytes? 2 gigabytes is a lot. What the hell can we remove from here? That I don't care. I mean, Python 3. I mean, Python 3 usually is something. Why is there? Why all of these few packages take so much space? And that's interesting. ISO code. I mean, I can try to remove Python 3 stuff, but I don't know it's a good idea. So 12 megabytes. Yeah, please changes. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's good enough for this. How many of these kernels do we have? And we remove some stuff. Linux image. I don't know. 18 Linux, and then everything that it's related to this. Hopefully now this is good enough for it to work. I don't want to have so much stuff in here. Okay, what about how to remove? Yeah, whatever. Look at that. So now we have some 400 megs. So hopefully this is good enough. So I was trying to install desktop base. Hopefully now it's got okay. So if I'm not mistaken, if I run update group, the group should be changed so that it has the theme stuff. So let's take a look and see what the hell do we have on group.cfg. Do we have something related to the theme? So now we have background image. So we have a background image. We don't have anything related to theme. So yeah. So this desktop base thing has, yeah, with minus capital L. This has some scripts that I want to take a look at to see what the hell they are, if they are related to maybe like this. No, I'm not doing this. Oh yeah, like this. Okay, so what the hell is this thing exactly? US share desktop base space fan theme group background. What the hell does this thing? Okay, it doesn't do anything. It's just some variables here that you can just copy and paste whatever it's needed. That's not what I wanted. I wanted something that creates a theme.txt with whatever. So I mean, whatever we do here, it might not be the same thing as we have on the live CD, but it might be similar to what we have on the live CD. So yeah, so I'm not sure how to do any of this. I mean, we could try to modify this thing manually. Desktop image, splash, title color, title font, message font. Maybe the message font that we want to change is this one here, and the item font is not used anymore. How I'm supposed to know that? That's my fucking question. Terminal font, message font, message, title font. I mean, what the hell is a title font? Okay, let's do this. I mean, otherwise, so we reboot this thing, and now we can ask for booting into DVD-ROM, and it's this thing here. So now we're going to change title font to see what the hell is this. So the font is a Unifont or Unicode. How do you know that? Is there any way that I have to open a specific file in any of this? So this live config, what the hell is this? Live yeah, maybe in the live CD is much easier to check, although I'm not sure about that. So press S and boot into the DVD-ROM. Okay. So what I actually want to do is to change the wait a minute please. Okay, so I'm back. So I'm not sure what I was trying to do here. Maybe checking what was the name of the font, because that's something that I'm not very sure how to do it. So maybe with a file or something we can try to read what the hell this font is about. So here, so mount grep as something like, yeah, run live medium. So this is twice because of the look back thing. So in here we have this thing, and boot group we have the Unicode. Okay, so the Unicode is not found in boot group fonts. In any case, when you load Unicode, it's loading, so I guess that Unicode is being loaded properly from group. And so I want to know, oh, look at that, Unifont regular 16. So it's not Unicode what we have to use, but Unifont. Unifont, okay. So this thing about Unicode, we don't want it. Let me check which is the latest commit. Hopefully this makes sense. I mean, not live build, sorry. We want to check Rescatux and see all of these changes that we have here. So one of these changes was this thing here, where we change Unifont onto Unicode. We don't want to do that because actually the font is called Unifont. According to here is Unifont. So we actually want to revert this commit. So hit revert this commit here. Well, hit revert this commit here. Yeah. Okay. One % of lost photograms. That's not very good. Okay. So the question is, once we have Unifont here, what the hell do we want to do here so that this can be tested real quick? So this is Unifont regular 12. Item height is 16. Maybe this is what I'm supposed to be changing. Unifont regular. Unifont bold. So according to this, according to this is Unifont regular. Unifont regular. So in theory, I should be able to change this to something else, like Unifont regular 8. But it's not working as expected. Let's change this Unifont regular to 8. Let's see how it, if it does anything, because I'm not sure we're doing anything okay with this thing. So this is number 13. Sorry, 13. So in here we want to go down, we want to reset, we want to copy the theme, we want to go into live build, then we redo this stuff, we redo the ISO, which is it's going to take a bit. Okay, and let me close the virtual machine real quick. So and once we do that, we want to copy an image into the right place so that we can load it from here. So press ask boot manager and DVD-ROM. I don't see any difference. This is the same size, the same whatever. I mean, what I'm interested in is the width. I mean, this is changed, but so CD whatever boot group theme live theme.txt. Okay, look at that. This should be 8 height. So this is the boot menu thing. Left is whatever. Width is 80%. Top is 25%. Height is 48% minus whatever. And then Unifont regular 8, item height, item padding, item spacing, icon width, icon height. This one is not properly written down. Item icon space, item height, item spacing 4, height 16. I mean, okay, let me search boot menu and see what other people do. I'm not sure what I'm missing in any of this. Boot menu, group menu, group theme boot menu. Let's see. Brand themes. Design your own collection of whatever. So this is 212. It's not 206, which is the one that we are using right now. Let's see. Global property list, title font, title message at the top of the screen, color title, currently in use, left of whiteboard compatibility, message font, message, terminal, desktop, image, component construction, component list, label, progress bar, the font to use for text display, text to display, font to use for text display, original area, progress bar, circular progress. Oh, so you've got circular progress thing instead of whatever. Boot menu displays the group menu. It allows selected items and execute them. Select the font to use for selected menu item or inner it. The default to use item font for the selected menu item as well. Okay. The amount of pixels to leave on each side of the menu item contents. That's not what we are Menu items, that's not what we want. Scroll bar. Common properties. Left out with height ID. There is no example on how to use fonts. The fonts group use BFF2 format bitmap fonts for font names. Currently, there is no provision for a preferred list of the Raven. The fonts are loaded with the float font. To see the list, do this thing, ls fonts. Okay, that's what we are going to do right now. Loaded fonts, uniform regular 16. So apparently we are using uniform regular 16 in many places, but with menu 1 it's just ignoring our request of using item font. Item font, let me check if item font is plus label. Wait a minute, item font, progress bar, yeah, item font, menu item titles, selected item font. It's also the same fucking thing. Item height, the height of each menu item in pixels. The height of each menu item. Maybe menu items. Maybe we change the item, the item height. Because what the hell is the height? Maybe the item height is what we are supposed to be doing here, because right now we are not managing to do any of this. Item height is going to be 8, and let's try and see what the hell is going on in here. So we go down, we get this thing, we copy this into here, then live build, we're going to do this thing, the binary ISO1, and then we copy then we copy the ISO into the right place so that we can run it. Quick test. Okay, this has already been copied, so let's try this and see if this changes this thing, makes any difference. Because right now, oh, look at that, we have managed to change the height of every entry. That's not good, because we are not seeing the downwards part of the yeah, but this is working. The only problem is, how do you fucking specify a different font size? what is this? Label, single line color, or this thing, quoted string, or this thing here, components class. So the only thing that it's not working as expected is this font thing, for what I understand. Item, selected item font. Look at that. Here there was something like backbox compatibility, that it's not used. Message font, message color, message font. Maybe this thing needs to be changed to something else. Maybe it makes sense here. Title. I mean, the title message at the top of the string. Okay, so message found. Okay, let's try this one here. I mean, I'm a bit bored about all of this. This is 15. We go down and reset. What the hell? Reset. Yeah. Now we should copy the theme. We go back to live build, and we I mean, actually we could maybe do this thing real quick, so it's live build, then you go downwards. So what you do here is this falls here. You also do the binary ISO. Okay, and then you copy the image, which is here. Okay, so this is what you do, and then you can again fetch whatever. So this is it, and here what we do is to fetch whatever is the latest one, copy this thing here, and that's it. This is what we do every time, and then we're going to do this, that I go into live build, I recreate group CFG, I recreate the ISO, I copy the ISO in the right place, and then I go down. That way I don't have to type so much, and it's going to be much easier to work with this. So I'm not sure how this is going to work. Hopefully I can have some very small font that I don't have to okay. So now DVD-ROM. Now I should have the same problem, but the font is not small enough for this to be smaller. So we haven't found anything, unless this thing is modifying this thing. This would make sense to me as a fucking bug, because I don't know. So what was the item height? it was 16, isn't it? So what I want to be testing right now is, I don't know, this progress bar being 8 instead of 16, and let's see if there's any change, because right now I'm very confused. So let's just do this thing at here. This is 16. So now we can do something like update and build. Let's close this thing, and once it has been built, I can test it right away and see what the hell I'm missing in all of this. Okay. Okay, look at that. I mean, this is smaller, I guess, than before. But this is still the same thing. So it's not smaller as... I mean, wait a minute. Is the one on the bottom smaller or not? Let me take a screenshot real quick before this disappears. Yeah, let's screenshot everything just in case. Okay, so now I have a screenshot of this. Let me change again everything so that we have something else. Title found. Is there any difference? So number 8. I mean, maybe the difference is that we need to have a font that has several sizes, and that's what I did back in the day, thanks to the Unisans thing, which I hopefully copied somewhere, and that's why right now I'm not copying it, so that's why it's not working. I mean, wait a minute, have I changed saved? No, I haven't. Let me, so this is 17, and so in here, yeah, I need to rebuild this thing. I think that the problem is that we don't have the proper font, and that's why. So we reset this stuff and we build again. I think that the problem is that we don't have the proper font, and that's why I was using the Unisans whatever. And if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, let me see. So the original stuff is in here, isn't it? This is a snapshot. So I should have something related to all of this. Huh, ha 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 ha. Well, binary group UFI. Did I install something that I wasn't aware? Okay, so right now I'm going to try to run not my build stuff. I mean, let's just do this quick test stuff real quick, because we can do that to see if there's any difference. There's no difference. I mean, I'm not sure what the hell we have done, but I think that the screenshot I have done before, this is the same size and whatever not. So let's hold this thing, and in all of this we have the old ISO, okay, which happened to work properly. So boot manager, DVD-ROM. Look at that. Look at that. So what we are going to do right now is we are going to boot into the ISO. We're going to see where the hell the problem is, because I'm not sure if it's the group version that does not understand this theme. There's a bug dealing with this theme, or if it's related to this Deja Vu Sans stuff thing. So yeah, default settings, so that yeah, we don't want to start this thing. Let's go. So preferences, keyboard and mouse, keyboard layout, Spanish, Spanish wing keys. Okay. Close. Okay, so mount grab SR0. Oh, look at that. Here there's only one of them. That's interesting. So in here we have group whatever, and beam tiny. I mean, I prefer for the path to take a look. So here's the theme. Label, help bar label. What? Help bar at the bottom. Okay. Yeah, so we have the label with UFI. So look, take a look at this. We have a lot of Deja Vu Sans. Okay, Deja Vu Sans. What the hell is this Deja Vu Sans stuff? So in theory, we should have a fucking PF2. Here it is, Deja Vu Bold 14 and Deja Vu Bold 16. Yeah, where the hell is this thing coming from? That's what I want to be looking at the Rescatux. I mean, this is the new code. I'm not going to find it here. However, if I go into Rescatux 074 snapshot, I should have somewhere this fucking PF2 stuff. Look at that. Look at that. Who the hell has added this thing here? Group theme was improved so that UFI boot background is nice, and this is something from 2019. So let me check all of this. So Rescatux. Now I have found out how the hell this comes from, but I don't like it too much, but you know. Okay, so according to this, we should have, where the hell is this stuff that I'm looking at? We should have the Rescatux or the fucking usually find out. Is it because we have too much? I mean, the live build I know where to find, but right now I'm a bit confused. Buster logo. Oh. Bookworm. GC Buster Master. I'm not supposed to have Rescatux snapshot thing here. Why can't I see it here? This is very strange. Don't I have a Rescatux snapshot thing? There are more branches than the ones we can show here, or Rescatux. So this is Booster Master, and this should more or less match what we have. I mean, actually Master. Okay, look at that. Master. Okay, so Master is what we want to be looking at. And there should be a commit, which is the one we have found. Group theme was improved, so this should be from 2019, 12th of October. So one of them. So here you can see. Okay, so new experimental logo thing here, which has this experimental logo, which is big or whatever, and that's why it takes too long to load. So this is working because of Debian stuff. Why the hell is this being? The splash SVG might be big, and that's why it's like stuck here. Yeah, that's it. Here you have the logo. So if we do a split, we should see the splash images split here. Oh, this is like text. We don't have the fucking image. Yeah, image. Maybe. Okay, here you are. Look at that. This is state of the art. Okay. Anyway, look at that. Group theme was improved so that UEFI background is nice. So you can see how group.cfg has many changes here. I mean, we create group.cp and group.cfg so that, and you can see how here we are loading this font, the GNU bold, but at the same time we are adding it here, and here we are using it here and there so that we can use 14 instead of 16. You know what I mean? And this is done in such a way so that we can use the same background for both of these. Yeah, so if you rest this thing here, dbt rum, why this takes so long to, this is not okay. Let me close this thing. Yeah, it's true. I'm not sure what has happened there. Let's try this thing again. Let me close Rescatux hit just in case this is taking too much RAM or something. So DVD-ROM. Look at this thing. I mean, now I know that they can go down. So this is done in such a way so that this yellow stuff, I don't have to modify it. I just use this for 2 of them and that's it. But in order for this to work properly, we need to make a smaller font. And yeah. So the problem is, how do you do in a smaller font so that I don't copy these font files blindly? I just want to copy and paste them. You know what I mean? So in order to do so, let me see. So we were missing the font. That's what I was suspecting. So here I'm inside of the Docker. Okay. So if I go to here, which is the main whatever, what I want to check out is what the hell do we have as pf2. So pf2 is whatever. So you can see how pf2 is being, so we've got the unicode.pf2 thing. So maybe I want to install apt file. Hopefully doesn't mess around with dependencies and whatever or not. apt file update. Okay, so we need custom pf2 files with the different sizes. That's what it is. Okay, so now I should be able to search for pf2, because I mean can we specify that this is at the very end? Is this something that it's going to be? No. I mean, I can do something like this is pf2 at the very end, like this. Let me see. Okay, look at that. Okay, so we have group theme breathe has this uniform regular 14. I mean, it also has uniform bold 16. Group theme breathe, group theme. Okay, look at that. Group theme start field has this deja vu stuff. That's why I might have had a Starfield theme in my own computer, and I just copy and paste this stuff from here, and that's it. So, what are we going to do with this stuff? We also have this Debian installer stuff where we have some font here, but doesn't say which size it is. So I guess that the right thing to do is either use Deja Vu thing or Unifont regular here. The question, I mean, this does not go on to, so if we install this group theme breathe into the ISO, it's not going to be found in the fucking this is not going to be found I mean, I might just going to install the group theme and that's it, and the uniform bold, yeah, I might just install this in such a way that it's found on the binary image, so that I can later on load this thing from group itself. Okay, so let me write this down. Maybe, do we have anything related to no, we don't. Okay, so let me write this down here. So the problem relies on the different PF22 files not being available. We copied those files manually to bootloader's folder in the release. We want these PF files not to be blindly copied. So the approach would be to make sure group theme breathe a package is installed in the binary side of the ISO, probably with a hook. Would be in 2 steps, okay? And the other step is to modify config.cfg so that it uses the binary path. Wait a moment. If we are inside an ISO, the binary path to the font. Let's hope it doesn't mess around when boot from ISO. So then just use whatever size we see more fit. That's what we actually want to do. So the group theme breathe thing, ding, ding, wing, 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 wing. Okay, so now I want to know how the hell do I manage so let's take a look at what's the fucking name. Let's take a look at here. Let's go to packages, debian.org, and let's search for group theme brief stuff. Now it's taking too long for this to work. I don't know why. Hello. Have I messed around with the DNS or something? Okay, now it works. So, group theme, what's the fucking name? Group theme brief. I mean, this is going to install more stuff, but I don't want to. I mean, I might be removing some stuff, but I'm not sure. So I don't care. Maybe this one here, list of files. You can see how you've got some license, some fonts here. There's also the theme, and I'm not sure if this is going to modify group.cfg. We don't want to do that, but yeah. Okay, so group theme, and there's this thing so that it doesn't complain about something. So this is the brief theme, which I guess you have to set up manually or something. But this has all of these files which I want the live CD. So let's see how the hell do you do that. Let me copy this thing here so that we can have it here just for fun. Okay. Do we have any examples of how hooks are done in live build? Hooks, functions, chair hooks, live, normal. So live, wait. So this is inside of the CS root, isn't it? And live is the whatever. So disable KX tools, root preset, sexual action, reconfigure, what? Root preset, sexual actions. So disable KX tools, hook ch root. What the hell is this hook ch root? If I want to run this on, just look at that. Disable TMPFS on TMP. So if this exists, then you do this stuff. We should be able to check the live manual from Charles. Live manual. Okay. Debian live. Live manual. Debian live manual. Okay. Yeah. Do we have? Oh my God! What the hell is this? Do we have some English? Okay. From the patient. What's the fucking hooks? Binary local hooks. To run commands binary states, create the help. The config hooks line or conf. This will hook. But before Okay. Take a look at, we can copy and whatever. I mean, these examples. Oh. Yeah, so we have some, so if I install your student life build examples, I should have some examples somewhere, isn't it? Because this is the fucking, yeah, so hooks, auto, no, hooks, reproducible, hook. Nobody has live example. Okay, so you want, maybe I have hooks here and I'm not, I have no idea. If I go into live config, where are supposed to be, where are we supposed to have the hooks? And they are not here. Hooks. So probably I don't have any hook here. To run commands in the binary stage, create a hook to script with hook binary suffix. Either in config hooks live or config hooks normal. What's the difference? Okay, so whether you're, oh, look at that, here's explain. Whether you're building a live image or a regular system image, and we are building a live image, we have to use config hooks live or the other one. So this is the live config, which would be config. So we don't have hooks directory. So in theory, we should create a hooks folder, and then we should create live, and then here I should be creating, instead of hook chroot, it's hook binary. So I might be able to copy whatever I think it's needed here. I mean, what's the fucking, so I install a package, I copy the content of the package to the whatever, and then I don't know if I know what I'm doing here, if I'm being honest, because whatever you install on the ISO doesn't mean it's going to be installed there. But I want to do this as a hook, because that's what, so minimal hook side of the chroot. Okay. Okay, let's copy this thing here, and let's copy it here, and now this is going to be group theme brief, group theme brief install hook, and this is not the chroot but live, because I want this to be in the live CD. I don't want this to be in the chroot. So this wait a minute. So it's hook.binary and chroot. Okay, wait a minute. It's hook.binary. I haven't done this properly, so it's hook this. The package is group theme breadth. Okay. So now we want to do I mean, let's do like this. So what I'm supposed to be doing here, binary. So this is something that, let me, binary local hooks. To rank the binary state, great. The hook will be run after all binary comments are run, but before binary checksums, the very last binary command. The commands in your hook do not run in the ch root, so take care not to modify any the build tree. Take care not to modify any files outside of the build tree. Damn it. So is this supposed to be something like I don't know, is this supposed to be something that, okay, let me check how this is actually run, because I'm very confused. So these are examples, but here is scripts build binary. Let me open this like this. So you can see how this is binary checksums, and here we have binary hooks. So the question is, what the hell these binary hooks actually does? Because I'm not sure if I'm supposed to program this as it was a binary stuff or not. So okay, so if there is a hook, I run it. So normal life. Why isn't it the difference between normal and live? So we go into binary and then we run the hook, which is in another place. Okay. And this old PW thing. This. Are you sure? Oh yeah, because it's how it works. So it makes the hook executable if needed, and then it runs it. Processing hooks. So it just runs the hook. It doesn't run LB whatever. It runs the hook and that's it. The problem is that I'm not sure what's going on in here, if I'm being honest. I'm not sure where the hell I am. Where's the binary stuff and all of that? So I'm a bit confused on what I'm supposed to be doing with hook binary stuff. Maybe there's someone that has already done this. So hook binary, binary virtual hook binary bot. Yeah. Okay. So live build. Build debian.sh selks. This is the runs hook in arbitrary order. Custom age logic, whatever. What the hell is this? Binary hook binary, don't remember very well. Here it is. Manage changes, hook binary. Okay, so he has a hook in order to change this thing. So this might be useful for me. So staging config hooks like menu changes, and there's a okay, let me see, custom kernel choice hook binary. So its changes included live CFG, so that it's if custom to remove the license, the custom flag failed. Oh my god. So look at that. This is modifying the fucking thing. So I guess that I can install the package and then copy the stuff into. Yeah, that's a very good question. How do you copy packages onto the? So now I see that I'm on the fucking root of the binary Yeah, I'm inside of the binary root. That's something I want to do. But my question is, okay, let's again. What we have found here is that this works with probably the. So I want to install a package into a directory so that I can use its files later on. So I mean, this is not a live system actually, so I cannot install stuff in it. So I want to install the package. I want to copy the files and to the right place, and that's it. So let me try to do this. So what I want to actually do here is apt-get install this thing. So I want to install group theme breathe. Okay, once I have that, I want to create into this directory whatever I have from here without this tab. Yes, with make parents. Is it with parents? Make parents. mkdir parents. Now I don't remember very well if man bash. Yeah, okay. Man bash. Is it parents? Do we have this thing? Is it okay? It's with an S. Okay, with an S. Okay, so we create this thing, and then I copy whatever is in the installed system, and I copy it. But wait a moment. I mean, I don't care because this is my system and my stuff. So this is not like I don't know. someone please complain if this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. So pf2, it's going to be copied onto this breathe stuff. So that's the only thing we want to do actually. Okay, and yeah, so that's it. I mean, that's it for now, and we will see later on if this does anything or not. So let's see how this looks like. I mean, we have so many commits that they are not useful at all, so I'm not sure what to do with all of them for now. And what I mean is that it might be useful to squash everything into single commit so that later on we don't have to do so much of them. We will do this automatically thanks to hit list, and that's it. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Maybe we're gonna squash everything, I don't know. Okay, let's create a new branch and let's squash everything here, because I don't want to, I mean, for now I think that what we want to do is wait a minute. So what we want to do here is, I mean, this has so many changes. I'm not sure I know what I want to do with any of this, but we're going to try to do that. Oh, wait a minute, I should be, yeah, so let's write it down. Let's write it down. So to do one is create to do one is fix theme so that it uses unifont. Yeah, to the so it uses 16 or unifont as needed. Okay. To do create out of and squash anything, and then the to do 3 is squash everything related to the theme, and then create depth 3 out of number 2, create depth 3 out of depth 2, create book out of depth 3, and then at the hook we have already created. Then load fonts of unifont from the breathe directory in config config.cfg and check if finally everything works as expected. Yeah, so this is what we want to do in order to group to be shown properly in all of this. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So I guess that there's a config.cfg somewhere in the bootloader's stuff. Let's take a quick look here. So it's share bootloaders group PC. There's this config.cfg. You can see how if either you have this thing or this other thing. So we're going to do we're going to just do load found. We're going to load found a lot of here. I mean, here we're going to do load found, and that's it. Here we're going to have a lot of load found of all of that, and that's it. Okay. I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe here it's the right place where to put this. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. Nice. So we have written down whatever we need to do in order to finally use Uniform 14. Okay. So there's going to be a hook that installs the group theme brief and then copy its files into here, because I don't want to do this in another way. I just want to do it with a hook, because that's something from us. And yes, I could just, you know, I just could copy these files into the bootloader or whatever, and then they got copied there. But I think it's much better this way, so that, I mean, the problem is that we install group theme brief in the builder machine. Maybe it's not a good idea, but for now I think this is what I want to do. Yeah, so that I have all of this in the right place. That way we don't have a binary here and there regarding this stuff. So this is all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully the next time we can manage to do this, but with the latest whatever. So thank you very much for watching. Bye.